Ever felt judged at the gym?
You don't know how to use the leg curl machine? Are you serious? Is this your first day alive? No, it's okay. I love helping people during their first day on Earth.
At Planet Fitness, get energy without the judgment and join the judgment-free zone. Never intimidating, always free fitness training and equipment for every workout. Get energized today during the Big Fitness Energy Sale for 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 12th. See Home Club for details.
Yogsonik Dynamics.
Okay, we're in. Thanks, Blip.
Join us, Sylvia Rivera, played by Tisha. Nitz with his buddy Blip, played by Nico Rodriguez. Don't fall for Yogsonik.
Hey, we're kind of short on time, so just do the script.
Okay. Z.OUS, played by Richard Collins. And Game Master, Adam Culbertson. From Creative Typo Entertainment, you're jacked into Dreadtech Incorporated.
Like, she's just kind of just dumbfounded right now, just trying to take it all in.
Marsha's gonna take this time to pull out the sniper rifle that she had taken in the room with the anomaly, in the basement of the zoo, and kind of inspect it.
Okay. It's a pretty nice sniper rifle.
Do it in front of Molly in case Molly recognizes it. I don't know if she would or not, just in case.
She's going to actually, like, glance over to you after you pull it out, because I mean it's pretty big, so it's gonna definitely catch her attention, and she just, her eyes get big and like shocked, and she slowly looks back towards the window.
Yeah.
Where are y'all going?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I figured I didn't want to go back to Dreadtech, so instead I am flying this to the garbage pile, or the junkyard, because I figure it's close enough to the ferries that if Yogsonik tries coming after us, we can get the Zoogs and the ferries to help back us up.
All right.
Okay. I mean, what do we need to do at this point? What was our plan coming in here? I have no idea.
I needed the blueprints to figure out the things that were imprisoning the anomalies and how to release an anomaly.
Okay. Do we know where the anomaly's being held?
That big structure that came out of the ground that's going to launch into space.
Yeah, in 1 week they're going to launch it into space.
Okay.
So I need to get I now have the blueprints, and now I need the key and the passcode to be able to disarm the containment field and release the anomaly. And hope we don't all explode.
Sylvia's gonna bring the chip that Molly gave her, Marsha's gonna bring the chip that Molly gave her up to Nitz and say, hey, can you get your robot buddy to send out a signal from this saying all safe, all good, or something, to that extent? Like, they've been saying something about us being terminated or something by the weird thing that she made, and that she's safe in the gyro.
I think I can do that. I probably could even put that in my agent and pull up the stuff and send a message out, because my glove, it's like an enhanced agent.
Oh, cool. So you want to do it instead of Blip. That's cool.
Well, Blip's flying right now. Look,
Oh,
I mean,
no, I love Blip. Right. Good job, Blip buddy.
I put it into my agent and I put my headphones back on, my earmuffs, and I start typing out a message.
Yeah. Yeah, you're able to send a message out that she's good. The oozes killed y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I put the oozes killed us. She's good and she's retreating to a safe space. She will be in contact once she's safe in her safe house.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it goes out to where her sense log was sending to. Like it's yeah.
Her stream or whatever.
Yeah.
She didn't have a code word or something.
Nacho Bel Grande.
Have a chugtastic day. So what is y'all's plan?
Yeah. What are we doing?
Well, I want to land this thing, and I want to find out exactly how she is the key.
Okay.
So I land at the junkyard. Do the Zoug all come to see us, or do they see a Yogsonik gyro land in the junkyard and take off and scurry away and hide?
They do all, like, as you're coming down, if anybody's looking down at them, they are, like, scurrying away and hiding. But they're not, like, coming towards the gyro when you land. Unless they have a reason to, which they don't yet.
They don't yet.
Yeah. All right, so Blip will land the gyro, and good job, buddy. And I will take my earmuffs off, and I will look back at Molly and say, okay, how exactly are you the key? This is really important now.
Got to go through a few steps that involve my DNA, handprint, retinal scan, but I have to have like a living heartbeat to be able to open it. It's why Liam can't do it without me.
Does Liam need to be there as well, or can you do it alone with us?
I can do it alone.
Because look, Molly, I'm not trying to mercilessly kill you. That's not who I am or what I'm here to do, or at least not what I'm paid to do. So you staying alive and helping us shut this down is totally acceptable. And then, you know, if you can teach us how to do this for future anomalies so that we don't require your presence, we could let you go, even.
Well, that's even if we make it out alive. The anomaly's unstable. Without the containment, it's unstable.
I will look over to Marcia and motion that you should take over the conversation, because any actual deception is going to be really bad from Nits.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. We will survive. Don't worry about that. We'll get you out in time. One question. So what our mission is to send this particular anomaly back where it came from, because this particular anomaly is very valuable, let's say. We can get another anomaly that we're going to put into the containment, but we need to send this one back as soon as possible. We are working now to get a second anomaly to put in the containment chamber, but I need your help to figure out how to send this anomaly back where it came from. Do you know?
Yes and no. We found something on an excavation that we were doing. Ever since we found it, it's been every site that we've used it has caused these anomalies in the area. We just recently moved it to Dark City, so we found a way to actually contain the anomaly. And I know that you've already encountered the mutant clones. What we found is able to spawn these mutants.
So, what you're telling me is that this one particular anomaly shows up anytime you spawn mutants using this thing.
Yes.
And it's this one particular one, right? Anomaly, or is it...
Well, I don't know if the anomalies are different from each other. I mean,
I gotcha.
It's not a living thing.
Okay. I gotcha. Okay. So, what... Can you tell me what this mutant spawner looks like? I just want to make sure that our information is correct.
It's not something I've seen with my own eyes. I've only seen it through cameras because anybody that does actually encounter it, it's not living, or well, not what I would consider living. It's this constant, like, moving mass of glowing orbs with eyes and tendrils.
Okay. I think I understand. So here's the thing, Molly. You seem like a really nice woman. Why are you involved in this? What is it, greed? Like, why are you here? Why are you part of this? Tell me your motivation.
It's my job. I worked my way up to the top.
Okay, and then at no point did you ever think, maybe this kind of went a little too far, and we're pushing a will on people, and there could be dangerous consequences in the future, and we could be destroying the world as we know it. Like, that never crossed your mind, and if it did, you just didn't care, or it was the money. What's the motivation? Just
it's
success?
All conspiracy theories. We're trying to help people. We're automation and clean energy.
Okay, but you do remember that time that there were human people that were guarding you, and then you turned them into weird, like, zombie, ghouly goo things, right? You remember that? It just happened not very long ago.
Her face gets very serious, and she's like, I'm done cooperating until we get to where I need to deactivate the containment.
That's fair. I'm just trying to get you to shoot straight with me. And you don't have to cooperate if you don't want to, but let's be real. We're both successful women here who have worked our way up the corporate ladder. Me, the government ladder, you, the corporate ladder. So let's be real. Like, my motivation is success and fame, right? I want to be the best of the best. And I'm just trying to get what your motivation is, because I would totally, absolutely, 100%, like, goo these dudes right here. See these guys with me? This is a cat already. But this one, and not a cat, I don't know, zoo? I don't know what you call him. And this guy, you know, his robot's very useful, but I would totally goo him if I needed to. So I get you, girl. I just want to shoot straight with you. That's all.
She drops the whole, like, facade that she's just a businesswoman, and she gets really serious, and she's just like, oh, trust me, when we're done with this and you still survive that anomaly, I'll find a way to kill you myself.
Hell yeah. Strong women. I love it. Okay. Fair enough, honey. And she pats her on the head to be demeaning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, she's glaring at you.
Great. Lovely. She walks over to Z.OUS and says, oh, I kind of let my ego get the better of me. Ugh.
Z.OUS is busy kind of like passing a bullet around amongst his mouth tendrils.
Okay. So she, quick powwow, guys. Yeah, team meeting. And she tells them about I don't know what she tells them what Molly just told her about the spawning mutants. The anomaly appears, that maybe the anomaly isn't necessarily, I don't know, it seems like the anomaly only appears when mutants are spawned, and it's because they shouldn't be spawning here. I could be wrong, but it just seems, it seems to make sense.
Well, I think our course of action should be to still go free that anomaly, right?
So I really think that the anomaly is somehow sentient, but I know that sometimes I am blinded by my goodness. So please tell me if I'm being too good of a person in wanting to free this anomaly. and not destroying the thing that spawns mutants
It gave
and
us
brings the anomaly to us.
it gave us gifts. The anomaly.
Yeah, I mean, it gave me a pretty cool like scale thing. It's been really handy. So maybe if we help it out, we can get something else too.
I think we should free the anomaly. We'll use Molly here. But also, I think to get in there, it'll probably be heavily guarded. But I bet we could go talk to the steam fairies and get them to come along with us and help, I don't know, attack the facility, cause a distraction. I mean, they're the ones that are going to be banished to their own, to the fairy realm if this doesn't work.
Yeah, so, but we still need this lady's cooperation, right? So, also, we need a plan for after we free the anomaly, because this lady wants to kill us, okay? She had obviously no qualms about turning people into goo. She has no qualms about somehow getting us murdered. And we need to think about that, because I don't want to be murdered by this lady that I just talked down to.
Yeah, I don't think she was planning on murdering us until after we free the anomaly.
Okay, so we free the anomaly, and then what? Then what?
Well, I suppose if we kill her then she couldn't kill us, right?
Agreed.
Well, I mean, no, we're not going to kill her.
Oh,
Are you kidding?
I mean,
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, one leads to the other, like, kind of solves both problems, yeah?
Listen, she is a strong and powerful woman, and I look up to and respect them. She might be misguided. It definitely misguided. She was probably just doing the best that she could in a man's world. She hit this glass ceiling, she started breaking through it, and now she's, like, trapping anomalies and using her DNA to release them. And that's where she's at in her life. If we can guide her somewhere else, it would probably be better for her.
I mean, I feel like she's trying to, like, commit genocide against these steam fairies. I mean, powerful, yes. Badass, totally agree. Genocide seems like a bad person.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so totally I get it, but if she is a woman that is capable of genocide, has there been any other women that have done a genocide? Not in my history. In your history? No. So
That's your argument.
I don't know nothing about history, so I can't say.
Oh, continue. I'm sorry.
I'm getting too hot. I'm laughing too hard. So, the first woman to ever do a genocide, or at least plan a genocide, which who knows? Maybe it wasn't her idea. Maybe it was Liam's idea. And maybe he's the mastermind behind genocide, which seems more on par because only men have ever committed genocide. So, maybe she's just a bystander here and is just trying to do her best as a woman and is getting led along by a man who wants to commit genocide. That's what I think is happening. So, if she's capable of committing a genocide as a woman, we need to save her, right? Because she's powerful.
So you're saying we need to kill the Liam guy?
Yes, we need to kill the Liam guy. We don't need more men committing a genocide. If somebody's going to commit a genocide, it needs to be a woman next. And I think she may be the one to do it. So, if we can just stop her right here. Wait, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't want a genocide. Genocide is still bad no matter who does it. But I am impressed by her. Let's see. Back to the plan. So what do we do after we release the anomaly besides murdering this very capable woman?
Well, hopefully we kill Liam during that process, because Liam really kind of has it out for me. Or us.
Do you think he's going to be there?
Yeah,
do you think he's going to...
He just did a press conference from there with his brand new body and stupid head. But I think we kill Liam and then we expose the process. Like, you record everything, the whole process of releasing the anomaly, and we show the world that the anomaly is really just a trapped creature that Yogsonik is exploiting, and we call them out, and then the general public takes care of Yogsonik. And we can drop her off and let her be arrested.
Okay, not to be like the devil's advocate or anything.
No, normally
But-
we're on the same page always, so this isn't weird.
Totally, 100%. I know, it's so weird. I love you, Blip. Listen. Not saying that. Remember last time we were around the anomaly? While it didn't kill us and it did give us gifts, it totally destroyed everything around it. Remember? So if I'm videoing this and this anomaly comes out and just like does like destruction all around to walls and buildings and that kind of thing, do you think the general public's gonna be like, oh yeah, he should totally be free to go wherever they want? I guess the optics on this don't look, I'm not picturing them to look great.
Well, I'm thinking they're summoning this anomaly from like another dimension or something. So I think if we release it and it doesn't have to explode to get out of its containment cell, and we just release it, it'll just go back to its other dimension and cause no destruction. Or it murders us and we don't really care
Okay.
about the rest of the world after that, because we're dead.
So I don't live it, I record it, and I cut the part where it's destroying the building that we're releasing it from.
Okay, yeah. Doctored footage. I like it.
But then, what do we do about Molly? Because she's gonna want to kill us.
Well,
She just told me, like, straight up to my face.
we can keep her held until the stuff goes out to the general public, and then we can drop her off to the police department, which is currently right now owned by Yogsonik. So,
We're bringing her to her own building that she really knows very, very well.
maybe Sarah could hold her somewhere. Maybe Sarah's got, I mean, I feel like Dread Tech's got to have some kind of, I mean, right? Maybe they have like a hidden floor that's got a bunch of jail cells in it, because Manrose has like
Alright.
75 floors.
All right, here's what we'll do. Unless you have any, do you have an idea, Z.OUS?
I don't know. I already gave you my idea. That's about all I
You did
got.
kill her. Okay. So, got it. So here's what we do. Her and I, wait, how tall is Molly? What's her size?
She's 5'10".
Okay. So Molly and I are about the same height. More or less. I mean, I'm almost 6 feet. I know I say 6 feet, even though I'm only like 5'10", but we're basically the same size. I will, as soon as she releases the anomaly, I will dimension door her and I out of there.
She's trying to kill you. That's what you said. She's trying to
She
kill
is.
you specifically.
I know, but she doesn't have anything to kill me with.
Like her teeth. She like could bite really hard.
I think that I can protect myself against her own teeth. I can protect myself against her teeth.
All right. I mean, if you think so, that's fine.
Have you seen this sniper rifle I have? Imagine like that shooting you in the heart close up.
That would suck.
Right? Okay, so, and she watched me clean it and like look over it. So I don't think that her unarmed will attempt to bite me with her teeth and kill me.
All right. If you're willing to risk the teeth, then I think it's a good plan.
But that leaves you two, that leaves Z.OUS just protecting you.
Well,
And I'm not there.
you mean after we release the anomaly?
As soon as we release the anomaly, I want to get her out of there. Right? Is that the good idea? I don't know, honestly.
Well, Z.OUS and I can... I can fly Z.OUS and I out of there after we release the anomaly. Especially if the steam fairies are causing a distraction for us. I can fly Z.OUS and I out of there.
I'm worried that she's going to turn into a werewolf or something, I'm not going to lie. But now that you keep mentioning teeth, Like, do you know something that I don't know?
I mean, we could look through her chip and check the footage, see if there's like, I can look at a full moon night, like cross-reference the calendar for a full moon and see if she turned into a werewolf that night.
Well, I mean, you're the one that's mentioning teeth, so I just assumed you knew something and not just like going to do research or something, that you already knew something. But, okay. So, I really don't know what the best idea is. I don't want her to kill us. I don't want her once the anomaly is free. I'm worried that she knows a little bit more than she's telling us, and that she's going to have the capability to kill us, because she looked me right in the face and she said as soon as she frees that, she's going to kill us. So, or after she's done freeing it, she's going to kill us. So that's what I'm worried about. And if that is the plan that we do go with, and I'm not saying that it's the best plan, I will need you, Nits, to wear my camera.
Okay. I mean, Blip can put a straight feed into your camera as well.
Actually, Z.OUS, I would like Z.OUS to wear it because he's very exciting, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I can wear a camera for you.
That would be awesome. Thank you. So, as we're I'm going to put this on Z.OUS, and then as we're releasing, before we walk up to the anomaly, right?
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so that's what we're doing first. We're not going to go check out this weird thing that's spitting out mutants. We're going to go release the anomaly that shows up anytime this weird thing that spits out mutants shows up, right?
Well, I assume it's connected because she says every time she uses that thing, it creates the anomaly. So I'm assuming it's at the same place.
Do you think it creates the anomaly? I guess we don't know enough about the anomaly.
I know, and
I
she's
wish
being
that you
super
could
vague.
science. I know, exactly. I wish that we had more science about the anomaly to know if it's a living being or if it's like, oh, pop and then gone and then it's a new one. I
could grab her legs with the ghoulish hands again, and she didn't like that. She started telling the truth back then.
Yeah, I don't want to risk her not opening the door for the anomaly. We obviously need her heart beating, which is weird. Because I was as soon as she said DNA, I'm like, dude, just grab her hair.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like retina and handprint, you could do that. You could just like mirror that. Yeah.
Yeah,
and then,
I mean, I can't do the DNA. You'd have to like pull like a hair or something. But her heart beating. Wait, what if my heart's beating? Does it have to be her heart?
I don't know. She's still super vague about it.
Yeah.
I mean, Z.OUS could probably grab her foot really hard and she might tell the truth. She's got like a feet thing, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Huh.
I still think we should talk to the fairies first and get them to help cause a distraction. I mean, they're really the ones at risk.
Yeah. Good idea. So, I think we got off topic when we were first discussing that. But you're right. So, let's have them follow behind us so she doesn't know.
Yeah, good with that.
Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And Z.OUS, what about the zoo? Do you think they would join with the fairies behind us?
I mean, they'd be willing to if I asked them.
Would they get along with the fairies long enough to make it?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they'd be fine. I mean, if I tell them to go, they're going to go.
Do you want to tell them to go? They could die.
Yeah, but I figure they got some skin in this game. I'm sure they'd rather kind of be a part of it than just sit on the sidelines, you know?
And if Liam really knows how to send people back to their own realm, it's probably something that your people would want to know.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, we're doing all right here, but it's nice to have the option.
Okay, that's the plan. I dim door out with Molly.
And then Z.OUS and I fly away on my Buzz Lightyear wings.
All right.
Fall with
Yogsonik Dynamics has interrupted this feed to provide you with your daily dose of capitalism from our sponsors.
Do you enjoy the finer things in life? Do you think that what we put in our bodies should be thoughtful and that food is meant to be an experience? Well, then you can. chug right off, because this is Chug Burger, and we don't do that!
Yogsonik Dynamics appreciates your mandatory attention. Now back to your regularly scheduled broadcast.
I mean, I would say y'all would be able to successfully negotiate with the fairies and the Zoog to help you, causing distractions, fighting guards, all that kind of stuff, so y'all can get in. So it's not just you up against everything.
Yeah, calling in our friends, cyberpunk style.
Yeah, yeah. You made some pretty good friends.
Calling some backup.
You basically have an army of radioactive steam fairies and a bunch of Zoogs.
Yeah, I like it.
Besides, who knows what kind of junk we might find at this place?
Yeah.
We all walk in slow motion with like AC/DC music playing in the background.
I mean, I could dim door Molly and I in there, but then I don't know how you two would get in to the room that the anomaly is being held, right?
So, yeah, the anomaly was in that museum, and then essentially the museum like opened up, right? Like it I don't know, did just get.
Well, the museum's still there, because you went underground and then you traveled underground for quite a ways. Right. But it's still part of that park, which is a big part of the city.
So it's in the same place that it was when we were fighting Liam.
Yeah. But now above ground.
Okay.
Oh, so it was like
Yeah,
an
I'm
abandoned.
preparing for
it was
a
an
launch.
abandoned building, like a warehouse that was above it, right? When we fought Liam,
Yeah.
that's when we chased him and his stupid
But it
head.
was yeah, but it's like that ladder was like right on the outskirts of like the park. Like you were on the other side of the
So
park.
now-
You had to walk and deal with
But
people.
we're familiar with
to get
that
back
route.
with a
like we
mutant.
could take that route to get back.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And we don't have to weekend at Bernie's anyone this time. I mean, unless we have to do that to Molly.
I mean, the night is still young.
I'm a strong, independent woman. Like,
Isn't that okay for you to say?
no, I meant y'all like using her as a puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing that. I was just mimicking.
I know. I
Um,
was just totally
Or
giving
Marsha.
the shit. Yeah.
I know. I was mimicking Marsha. Totally. Yeah, so you're trying to go back in through that abandoned building while the fairies and the Zoogs. Oh, how do y'all want the Zoogs to come in? Are they burrowing?
Well, I figure maybe they can work in tandem in some way. You know, like the Zoogs are really good at like trap laying and everything, and can use burrowing to kind of get places, set up some traps, and then have the fairies maybe like lure people through them.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I'll leave the Zoog management up to the Zoog.
Yeah.
Zoog don't normally do a lot of like up front, like hand to hand or like frontline fighting.
Yeah, so there would be some prep time. So you wouldn't be able to go and infiltrate immediately because they would have to burrow, set up traps around the area secretly, and coordinating with the fairies with groups of Zoogs, or groups of fairies with groups of Zoogs, to utilize those traps.
I would like to imagine.
Well, I'm all for.
Go ahead.
I'm all for at least having a chance to replenish stuff.
Yeah, because you have a week. You basically have 7 days.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'd like to imagine that in true action adventure style, movie style, we wait till the day of the launch, like for all of our plans to coalesce and be
I mean,
finished.
come on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, where's
Right,
the
yeah.
tension?
Yeah, it's a week-long montage of setting up traps and Z.OUS, like, he's explaining something and the others are like this, and he's just like, Like hand on forehead.
And
So this is a montage done to like make a man out of you from Mulan.
Yeah. There you go.
and Marsha and Molly dressing up like famous women throughout history. So wearing the Hillary Clinton's pantsuit, doing the Ruby Riveter, like
Nits is going through a chug burger, and my coffee's got cream and sugar in it again. I'm like, throw my hands up in the air. Good montage.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Good montage.
Not enough Chug Browns.
So today is the day. Yes. I am Sylvia again. Somehow Molly knows who I am and she's not scared. She's totally fine with it.
Oh, you're Sylvia in front of Molly now.
Yeah. Maybe so she doesn't know that Molly and Sylvia are the same person.
Oh, okay. Or Marsha.
Sorry, yeah, Marsha.
All right.
Sylvia would have done her best to hide it.
Well, if Marsha's not there, then who is she going to try and kill?
Yeah.
Listen.
I think she was referring to all of. Well, she was referring to you as in all of you.
Yeah.
Collective you.
So basically, her introduction to Sylvia would be, listen, Marsha was actually afraid of you. You scare her. So I am here to take her place. It's coming from way up. She very much respects you, and she would very much not like to see you die. So she's very strong. Marsha is so strong. She's so strong. If you try to kill her, she will kill you. No problem. No problem at all. So I'm sent in. I'm not quite as strong as Marsha, but I will kill you if you try to kill me. But we're not going to have that, yeah? Don't kill these other two either. I know Marsha would totally willingly risk their lives for everything and kill them just because. But I won't do that. So please don't kill these other two, right? And we just work together and it'll all be fine and we'll all be happy.
She's like stuck in a constant glare towards all of you now. She's not very cooperative. Or talkative.
I feel like maybe your eyes is so close because you're cold. So here, I give you a cardigan. And she hands Molly a cardigan. It's very special. It's a nice cardigan. Don't get it dirty.
You just hand those out. All of a sudden, mine doesn't mean as much.
Only two people. Only need two people that I truly think are cold.
Well, I'm keeping it anyway.
Well, no, you should, because you get cold often. And I care about you, and I don't want you to be cold. So keep it. Keep.
I got you a coffee from Chugburger. And they gave me some oatmeal. Would you like it?
Yes. Just I would like both of these things. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness.
Sylvia's going to get some videos ready. A lot of it is going to be montages of strong women because she is very inspired at the moment. And
oh, is that why you were dressing up and everything?
Yeah.
During the montage, so you got those videos together.
Yeah. We can do it. Yeah. And she's going to also upload the video that she's gonna blur Molly's face when she uploads the video of the gas coming out and turning the two guys into oozes.
Okay.
She's also going to edit the video of the explosion inside the elevator and then jumping out just in time as it falls down and make it look very exciting. And she's gonna post those. And it just with a bunch of overlay about how Yogsonik is openly harming humans, or harming people and turning them into something that they weren't originally.
I'm going to design a portable trash compactor for Z.OUS because every time I design something for him, it never works out the way I want. So I'm going to take it down to him. Well, you know, just doing some stuff, idle time, make one, and say, Z.OUS, I made this for you. It takes your trash and it makes it smaller so you can have more trash in your piles.
You're more trash in the piles.
Yeah.
Hey, that's interesting. How
So
does
you
it
put
work?
the trash up here, and then you push this button right here, and it smushes the trash and makes it really small, and then it comes out down here, and then you can add this now like really condensed piece of trash to your trash pile, like this, and I chuck it at one of the piles.
Huh. So it's like just like a little cube
Yeah.
or something. Okay. Well, that might actually be kind of handy. Like take maybe some of the less desirable types of junk and maybe be able to make something interesting out of it.
Yeah, I thought you might like that.
Yeah, but obviously you don't want to get like your nice junk in there because, I mean, the nice junk, you kind of want it to be like what it is.
Yeah, right.
But it definitely opens up a lot of possibilities. So thanks a lot, pal.
Yeah, not a problem. I brought you a Chug Burger too. Here you go.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
All right. I'm gonna go back to the lab. That's all I did with my time. I made restaurant runs in my van, and I built something for Z.OUS.
Oh, did you like bag over her head that you took her into Dread Tech and got her on the elevator and put her in a prison
Oh yeah,
inside? Yeah.
I think, yeah, totally.
So you were like doing all the dress up and doing videos like outside of her cell?
In Sylvia's bedroom.
Oh, so you like
Is she in a cell? Do we have her like? How do we have her? I guess that is a good question. Oh no. I didn't think this through.
I mean, if somebody, unless somebody wants to just keep like constant eyes on her,
Right.
probably want to have her in a cell.
Yeah.
and you wouldn't want her to know where your location is.
Yeah, that is true. I thought we were doing the dress up like maybe out of Dread Tech. But if we bring
I didn't know y'all went back to Dread Tech until just now.
And I'm sure we would have headed back at some
Right,
point.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess is
Yeah,
what-
yeah.
Y'all wouldn't have stayed in the junkyard the
Right,
whole time. Yeah. That's what I was saying because you had mentioned something about like sticking her in a like a prison cell or something
Yeah,
inside of
asking
Dread Tech because
Sarah or
Manrose has
Manrose,
75
yeah.
rooms.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I figure at least the first few days we'd probably be out at the junk pile mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would have been a lot of coordinating, getting stuff with both factions in the
Yeah.
junkyard. Like
So
working
there
together.
definitely would have been time to have like one of those montages like
In the
not
junkyard,
at Dread
yeah.
Tech.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So you were in the junkyard, changing outfits
Yeah.
and stuff, and then
Using
Well,
ended
wanted
up
to go
sticking her.
someplace else.
Using
Or,
junk
yeah,
in
if you went somewhere.
cosplay. Yeah.
Yeah, using junk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because there would be clothes and stuff in there too.
Eh, it's probably a few clothes. Maybe a little torn, ratty, but
Yeah,
they're clothes.
but yeah, you would have totally had a basically a prison floor below Dread Tech as well. Like yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. I mean, she comes back. She's hooded. There's no way. I mean, I don't know if I would be. Sylvia's a little paranoid. She thinks that maybe Molly would have a GPS tracker on her somewhere that we didn't get. I don't know. Do we want to bring her back? Do we want to risk Dread Tech?
I feel like Nitz would have been able to get some kind of read on her with her chip still in his in my agent, right? Like if anybody was trying to communicate with her or if anybody was sending anything out, I feel like I would have had a direct line on that.
Okay.
With that chip in that direct line, there was complete radio silence during the entire week. After you sent that message out, there was never a response.
And nobody's tracked us to the junkyard at this point, right? Like we didn't see any gyros flying overhead that were suspicious, nothing like that.
No.
Yeah, maybe we do just stay at the junkyard then. Maybe we don't go back to Dread Tech.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with that.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Yeah.
That works.
So y'all chilled out in the junkyard for a week. I mean, there's shops.
Yeah.
There's shops nearby. Like if you needed to. I mean, you went to
Chug
Chugburger.
Burger runs. Because the only thing I'm good for is my van.
Yeah, you would have been able to go and pick up your van and stuff. Yeah, but home base being inside the junkyard for a week.
Yeah.
Intro and outro music by Nico Rodriguez. Head on over to dreadtechinc.com for everything on the show and other Creative Typo productions.
They found us. Dump the connection, Blip.
Yogsonik Dynamics apologizes for the unscheduled interruption. Remain calm as we locate the nearest re-education facility. You may proceed, user 8342167. Have a Yogsonik day.